Hey guys, so first of all, Happy New Year from your boy Aduka. And yeah, if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you would have seen the video that gained quite a bit of traction from outside of Asia. Like most of my audience are from Asia, but this recent clip, I mean, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna play it now, so have a look. Are you f***ing kidding me? Yep. Anyways, today's video will be mostly voiceovers. This is my first ever voiceover. And without further ado, let's get started on the video. Okay, so I have paddocked up the bike and I checked for the coolant leak, right? I suspect it should be coming from the thermostat housing. Initially, I thought it was from the radiator inside, but it's not. So what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to be taking my car. I'm going to get a new bottle of coolant and we're going to do a coolant flush. Take out the right hand side fairing and the left hand side. Reseat all of the Semco hosing and hope to God it is just a loose clamp and not the issue of a crack in the thermostat housing. Now I did bring my camera down to record and talk while I'm in the car, but the funny thing is I brought down the camera but I didn't bring down the battery. So this next clip will be me at Motor World buying my coolant. Okay, so we just got done at Motor World and courtesy of them, we're gonna be trying out the Vroom, I don't know, Pro Green coolant. It's from Netherlands. Never tried this brand before, but like I said, courtesy of them, we're gonna be trying it out and see how it works. Alright, so from here on out, I'll be mostly doing voiceovers because I'm not too used to working mechanically on my bike while talking. I know it's weird to say this because I do talk while I ride. When I'm working with like small screws and shit like that, I prefer to obviously keep track of things, really lock in while working on this machine. Now first things first, before I get started on any project, I like to lay out the space nicely. It doesn't have to be 100% neat, but I do need my tools to be in places where I know where they are and there are places where I can easily reach out to them when I need them. Now over here what I'm doing is I'm actually placing down a ground sheet. If you don't have a ground sheet, you can just use a tarp, you can use a newspaper, cardboard, whatever. As long as you're laying it down below the bike, you're providing a surface for any liquids to fall onto them. The amount of time that this ground sheet has actually saved me from losing my screws, it is too many times to count. And finally, of course, keeping your workspace clean. So we're starting off here with removing the left hand side fairing. There's not much to talk about here, it's just a couple of Allen screws. And as you can see here, I'm actually using the hand drill to remove most of the screws. This is probably the best investment that you can get if you want to start DIYing your own bike. Simple things like this you can definitely just unscrew with the drill. It makes things so much faster. But of course, if you're drilling items back in, do not overpower the drill because then there's always a chance of you messing up the screw. And obviously when working on your own bike, you're gonna have to get down and dirty. And as you can see from my clothing, I'm wearing my home clothes and just a regular pair of long cargo pants. Now when you're working on your bike and you have to remove the bottom fairing, obviously you're gonna have to start lying down on the ground. If you're not comfortable with this, then you just have to get comfortable doing it. Next, what I did was I went to the front of the bike near the radiator guard, and majority of the items here are all fasteners, so all you got to do is just remove them by hand. What makes it easy is just getting a flathead screwdriver and then just pulling them out. So once that's done, what I did was I grabbed a clean towel and started wiping down the left hand side of the bike to spot for some potential leak. I know initially that I said I suspected that the leak was from the thermostat housing, but I mean, since I've already opened the left side first, I wanted to see if there's any other leakage that I didn't spot, or maybe those tiny leaks that they are not so obvious, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, that was the thought process that I went through while doing this. So I took a clean rag, started cleaning up, and making sure there were no cracks, no leaks from any other pipes, any other coolant hose, and if there was, then we'll just have to retighten them. Now once that's done, I moved forward to the front of the bike and took out the radiator guard, and oh my god, the amount of dirt there is here is insane. There was even a dead bug. Obviously, before I went for the KL trip, I did up my bike nicely so that, you know, everything is safe and we can go all the way up without any issues. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have not rode much ever since that trip. Insane. So this is just a reminder, if you have yet to clear out your radiator guard, go and check it out because it might be very dirty. So now we're done with the left side and the front of the bike. We are finally moving on to the side that is most likely where the issue is happening. Obviously, the amount of coolant inside the bike was running low because of the amount that leaked out and evaporated as seen on the video, on the clip. So what I did was I topped up a little bit of coolant so that I can turn on the bike safely while coolant is running and try to spot the leak as fast as possible. Lo and behold, that worked like a charm. Okay, somewhere between up here and down there. What the f? This one is from where, yeah?
Hold that.
Pass me the cloth.
Oh.
Oh, I see it.
It's a tear, right?
Yeah, the Semco pipe that is routed down here, right, is touching the exhaust. So there's a hole inside there. The camera cannot pick it up. The good thing is that we know it's not a crack lah. That's a good thing. The way the Semco is routed, see that one spot there, that one burn spot. The way that is routed, that Semco hose is touching the exhaust header. So because of how hot the exhaust header gets, right, it burned a hole through the Semco hose. Okay. Now I have to emphasize that the previous owner, I'm not too sure, nor can I confirm if he did the Semco hose by himself or he contacted someone else to get it done for him, maybe by a workshop and whatnot. But I got to say, the routing done on this bike for the Semco hosing was pretty bad. Let me explain why. The hose that goes through the thermostat housing all the way down to the left hand side of the bike, you're supposed to tuck it in a way where it doesn't touch the exhaust header. In this case, it was practically having sex with the exhaust header. I don't know why the installer didn't decide to use maybe zip ties or really something to make sure that the hose doesn't go forward into the exhaust header. But yeah, I guess the damage is done, and previous owner did inform me before I purchased the bike that he had the Semco hose installed for quite some time before I took over. So the fact that it took that long for the Semco hose to burn a hole in it, I am quite surprised, and it only gives me more confidence in Semco themselves with the product that they are making, because it just shows me that I honestly don't mind spending my money for something this great. I hope it goes without saying that it doesn't take a motorcycle mechanic to realize that you shouldn't be patching a hole in this coolant hose, because although yes, it will allow the coolant to flow without leaking out, the rsv4 gets so hot that I'm scared the patchwork is not strong enough to hold such a high temperature, and the pressure and all will make it leak again, and then I'll have to do a double job. So moving forward, what I did was I went ahead and flushed out all of the coolant, and I took out that specific hose so that I can get the identifying number on that hose and email Semco about it. Right now, as of 2 days after filming this whole video, Semco has yet to reply me. But if they do reply me, I will update whatever the outcome is in the comment section. So if you are interested in what they have to say, subscribe and like this video so you can actually come back to it easily, as compared to, you know, searching up my name and this and that. You get what I mean? Also, it helps to support the channel, obviously. So now the hose is out and the bike's been flushed out of all its coolant. There was nothing else I can do but to start fixing up the bike again. Unfortunately, if you are actually expecting me to get the fix within the day and ride on afterwards, I apologize, but that's just not how being a DIY works. Sucks to suck, but that's just the reality of working with bikes that are not so common in your home country. I think Aprilias in general in Asia are not as popular as they are back in Europe or the Americas. So owning this bike here really takes a lot of patience. I know sometimes I do lose my patience on this bike, but that's the unique thing, you know. These bikes are so unique that no matter how much I talk shit about how hard getting parts are for this, how much it breaks down on me, how expensive these parts are to get them imported to Singapore, the way this bike is built, man, it is so lovely to ride. The sound of it is amazing. The power delivery on it is amazing. It's so gradual. And the look on this bike, like, oh my god, it looks so good. But if there's one thing I hope y'all can take away from this video is, for those of y'all who are scared to work on your own bike, please build up the courage to actually start working on them. I'm not telling you to start doing Semco hosing front to back as your first project, but simple things like changing out your license plate, your tail tidy, your signal lights, all those small things, even though they are small, when you do it, it gives you more courage to start learning and exploring new things and slowly build your way up more complex and difficult jobs. So yeah, holy shit, doing a voiceover is actually quite tiring. I'm so thirsty. I've been drinking water out of my water bottle the past, I don't even know how long this voice recording has been going. But thank you all for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated. If you want to stay updated, follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe and like the video. And if not, bye.